Please welcome Pangea.app.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Alpert, and I'm a recent graduate from Brown University. I saw for myself just a couple of years ago how stressful it was for all my peers as they tried to navigate that transition from academia into the professional world. So as I walked down the hall on commencement and grabbed my diploma in May 2017, I decided to do something about it. So I co-founded something called Pangea.app. And in co-founding it, I had to build a team. And that's when all the work began. And the first thing I realized was hiring was really damn hard. It's hard to sort through 100 resumes. It's hard to find someone who's affordable. And most importantly, it's hard to find someone you can trust. And these are questions to which there is really no easy answer. And as a result, way too many people are left behind. One of those populations are recent college graduates. According to the National Center for Labor Statistics, 40% of recent college grads are underemployed. This means they take jobs which have nothing to do with what they're good at or what they're passionate about. They are incredibly undervalued and incredibly underutilized. So what we do is we connect students with companies who are looking for high quality talent that they can actually afford. In doing so, we help them unlock our society's greatest asset. And we do that by helping these companies post freelancing gigs that the students can complete throughout the semester. To do this as a company, we actually just got approved for the App Store about an hour and a half ago. So we're going live on the App Store pretty soon, which is pretty exciting. So as a company, you come in, we have a step-by-step process for posting a project. You determine the price you want to pay and the skills that you're looking for. In doing so, we post it directly to the college community, which helps you bypass college boards. We actually give you feedback on your job posts. And there's no upfront subscription fees like other hiring platforms. Once you post a project, we match you instantly with any student who has the skills that you need. We only charge you if you find someone that you want to hire, and then it's a fixed fee depending on your stage in a company. So like early stage company, nonprofit, all the way to enterprises. At the end of the project, the employer rates the candidate on all the hard skills they brought to bear in that interaction, whether it's graphic design or you're looking for React Native developer. But you also rate them on their soft skills, such as did they show up on time? Did they have initiative? Did they write well? Because those are the things that are really important for other people in the network who are looking to hire this early stage talent. The goal here is to become the first ever recruiting platform that's built around the data that we generate through all these freelancing gigs. And no one's done this yet. And that's something that's really, really exciting to us. So the goal is to basically, get rid of the Indeeds of the world and LinkedIn, and also be better than Upwork and Fiverr, and help more early stage companies succeed, and help more of these young kids who are graduating and have all this college loans, ready to go bartending for the next 2 years after school, help them ease that transition into the next phase. And in doing so, we can help companies make better hiring decisions, save a lot of money, and open up the market to all these companies that don't have the HR teams needed to recruit on campus. And at the same time, help these college students build out a resume, get paid while doing so that way they can get a job when they graduate that actually helps them pay off their college loans, and we can tackle the college loan crisis in this country, which is terrible, really terrible. My name's Alpert. I got a table outside. We are looking for early stage companies to pilot our new product. So if you're looking to build an MVP, if you have some in the market, you're looking for engineers, designers, salesmen, operations, we already have 1,400 kids who signed up. I have all their emails. So talk with me. I'll give you a super awesome deal. We'll grandparent you in for the next 20 years, and the prices will never go up. Thank you. Questions in the back?
What incentivizes companies to sign up on your platform rather than Upwork?
What incentivizes companies to sign up on our platform as opposed to Upwork? It's a great question. So the first thing is in the early days, we're going to offer $100 credit towards your first project, just free. You sign up either through me or through one of our partner accelerators, and we'll give you $100. With Upwork, you have to spend $1,000 to get $100 back. Additionally, you're finding someone in your community that you can meet face to face, and instead of just getting something done for cheap, you're actually going to be helping someone in your community have a better life. In front.
What are some of the features that you have within the app that provides that just incentivize people from going around you?
It's a great question. So really it's all about bringing value. So the question is, what disincentivizes people from disintermediating a marketplace? It's one of the biggest problems with any marketplace solution. Our approach to that is to make that user experience so much better than going off platform, that why would you go off platform? So we have messaging that's super responsive. We have a transaction system. We don't charge a transaction fee because we charge that flat fee. You get the rating. So the student is really incentivized to have it done on platform because the only way they get rated is if the company uses us to hire them. And the students are the ones who really care about having that data so that way they can get a job when they graduate. And then we also rate the companies, and the more ratings you have as a company, the better talent you get access to. It's a great question. In the back.
So Upwork and Freelancer already provide ratings.
Yeah.
So if I'm a freelancer, I'm using freelancer.com. I'll do projects.
Yeah.
And then someone rates me based on the quality of my work, as well as how quickly I got the work done. And if I'm hiring someone, I want to be able to review those ratings and pick the person that I want to pick based on personal relationship. Maybe it's more than just a particular skill set. And you're saying you're doing the matching for these groups of people or these parties, like the hiring party, and I mean, I really don't see a difference. And I mean, what advantage do you have over a freelancer? I mean, I know you had mentioned Upwork, but I mean, it seems like everything that you're doing is already being done on Freelancer, and it's more transparent because the other party is just doing the rating, and I can see those ratings.
It's a great question. So why use us? Why are we different? And in my mind, it's because Freelancer and Upwork, they have no incentive to help their inventory of freelancers get a full-time job, because they want to have that person have a long-term, have large contracts, do it full-time. Right? So our market of freelancers is not really a great market for Freelancer or Upwork. They don't target college students at all. Because at best, that college student is going to be part-time when they're in school. At best, they're early stage, so the contracts are small. And they're basically guaranteed to churn in 1, 2, 3 years when they graduate. So we were asked that question, why is Upwork not going after this market? And the answer is because they're pretty crappy freelancers when your entire business model is predicated on keeping someone be a freelancer in your network forever. So we decided to turn that bug into a feature and open up this huge market of really awesome freelancers that aren't on Fiverr or aren't on Upwork or aren't on Freelancer, and make a model around actually helping that market get to where they want to go in life, which is getting a full-time job so they can pay it back. So it's a great question. Our business model is different, and our inventory is very different than these other platforms as well, where we have a vested interest in getting that student hired and to where they want to get in their career. Great question. Yes?
How do you select, so I know you make the selection, but like what is it based on their availability? Like how do you know their availability to be able to do that? And then how do you know that they actually have all of the skills necessary? I mean, just based on their background?
So it's a great question. So the first thing is we don't just it's not like Uber where we just match you with any college student. So we'll send out push notifications, and then you can pick the candidate, like your platform, and find someone who's really good for you. And then you work out availability between the two parties. What was the second part of your question?
No, I was just saying how you select them and based on the
And then with the skills. So in the existing system, it's like people go on LinkedIn or whatever, and they just self-advocate. They say, hey, I know graphic design. But what we do is we actually give those students the opportunity to prove that they have those skills. So when you're going to make a full-time hire, you can see that's why we call ourselves the resume of the 21st century, is you can see all these projects they've done where we can validate that student showed up on time, that they had the skills they brought to bear, because we can see there's a transaction there and that person got rated on those skill sets. And that's something you don't see on any other hiring platform currently. I think one more question, I got 1 minute left.
Yeah, so I understand the mechanic and the value for once you've built a resume and gotten ratings. I think that's smart, valuable. However, for a brand new person, how would you decide how much on-the-job training that person needs and if they're just ready to go? Like no ratings, etc. So that initial purchase decision on a
Yeah, so that's where I think the freelance marketplace really comes into play. Because if you're going to hire someone for a full-time job, there's a lot of training involved. You're throwing them right in. But if you get someone just a little nibble, right, just a little project they can do in a day, in a week, make a logo, make one social media ad, you give the student a really small first stepping stone of a beginner project where they can get their toes wet, right, and start showing the employer that hey, I can do these certain kind of skills, as opposed to these kind of larger, more bulky internships or jobs, which is the current market. So we're trying to that first step, right? It's how do you get a job without experience? And then how do you get experience without a job? And our solution to that is through freelancing. Thank you.